With rising water levels overtaking the land, tornadoes and fires all around the world, floating homes might be the best next move for humankind. Not to mention that having a floating home sure would help in the zombie apocalypse. Though until that happens, floating homes are some of the greatest engineering and design marvels, complete with all the amenities of a landlocked home and more. Stick around to number 1 as we count down the top 10 floating homes around the world. You won't want to miss this. Number 10. Port Carling, Ontario. Settled in Port Carling in Ontario, this breathtaking home is every water-loving person's dream. It was dreamt up by designer Chris Bregan and brought to life. From the bright teal color to the contrasting trim and wood accents, this floating home has an eye-catching style. The inside of the house is just as nice as the outside, with a kitchen that opens into the outdoor bar. What look like car garages are actually boat slips and can be accessed from inside the home. Around the house is a large, stunning deck with plenty of places to hang out. This house in the Muskoka Lakes region of Ontario is not one to miss. A gorgeous house floating in Port Carling that rivals any home on land. Number 9. San Francisco, California. A bright orange staircase, a peacock blue first floor, and an industrial look makes it hard to miss this 2,100 square foot floating home in Mission Creek in San Francisco. Mission Creek is not much of a creek, but rather a canal. Nevertheless, this floating home makes a statement. While both the exterior and interior are playful in color, the designer, Robert Nebelin, kept it very minimalistic with plenty of storage throughout. The house is also equipped with balconies on both floors for some outdoor space and docking area for small boats or watercrafts like kayaks. But what is the most overlooked feature of this floating house? The way the oversized windows allow the water to reflect and ripple along the ceiling. I'm relaxed just thinking about it. Number 8. Copenhagen, Denmark. In a quiet place of Copenhagen Harbor, Bob's modern floating house. This 860 square foot home is a minimalist mecca. The owners, Lars Nogard, a Danish boat builder, and his wife, Lisbeth Jewell, spent 25 years living on a houseboat and loved the lifestyle. After spending 3 years in a more traditional apartment on land, they knew they had to get back to the water. Once their daughter left for college, they did exactly that. From that need to be on the water came this floating house, which was not only designed solely by them, but they built it themselves too. For the outside, they went with black textured pattern made from roofing felt, a very symmetrical layout, and some light wood plank shutters for the floor to ceiling windows, which provides some nice contrast to the dark siding. The couple wanted something to keep up with their very active lifestyle, and they did just that. The deck off the bedroom allows Jewel to go for her morning swim without missing a beat. The larger deck off the living room provides ample space for gazing at the water due to the wood-burning stove along the plywood-lined walls. Everything inside is modern, with functionality as expected, with their Scandinavian design inspiration. This floating home is everything one could need and more. Number 7. Sausalito, California. Tranquil and eco-friendly. This newly built floating home has 2,894 square feet of water-living bliss. Barbara Hauserman and Herbie Scherlipfer are the residents of this floating home in Sausalito, California, a known hotspot for floating communities. Barbara and Herbie mostly call it town near Zurich, Switzerland home, but twice a year, for 2 months, they made the 6,000-mile journey to their environmentally friendly floating home. The floating home is built with 2 cubes that become 2 levels. There is no air conditioning, as the walls are mostly made of glass, and opposing windows draft air through like a natural air conditioner. The house is solar paneled with extra batteries for energy storage. But what really makes it special are the small touches, such as a button that reveals a bar on the outside deck. This house truly is a floating escape. Number 6. Palm Beach, New South Wales. Along the coast of Palm Beach, New South Wales, floats a small, 2-story home, perfect for lovebirds. The modern design makes a compact villa seem bigger than it really is. The first level is an open floor plan with a compact but fully equipped kitchen, living room, bedroom, with a king bed and full bathroom that all opens up through folding glass doors into a large back deck, which provides plenty of space for some shrimp on the Barbie or laying in the Australian sun. The living area is complete with a fireplace for chilly nights on the water. In the loft is a master bedroom, but don't worry about feeling claustrophobic because the pitch ceilings really allow for an open feel even in the loft. The best part? You can stay at this floating retreat, and it comes with paddleboards and fishing gear. Number 5. Seattle, Washington. Lake Union in Seattle, Washington is home to this floating home with a heck of a view. Designed by Van Deventer Carlander Architects, this home uses space-saving strategies and plenty of natural light to make it feel bigger than it really is. The homeowners requested a design that was contemporary with the ability to entertain and provide comfortable living. The concrete float that the house sits on is only 44 foot long and 24 foot wide, but the architects made good use of the space they were given. The large glass doors and windows open into the main floor, but wooden slats on the south side prevents the interior from getting too hot and allows some privacy. Privacy is added through dividing public spaces from private spaces based on deck levels. The entry level is all private space, whereas the top level is all public space. Not to worry though, there is a private staircase so you could keep your guests separate, though this build doesn't have the large deck we typically see with the floating houses. It has a rooftop terrace that more than makes up for it and makes a nice consolidated space for entertaining as requested by homeowners. Don't worry, there's still enough room around the house to jump in for a nice swim. Number 4. Portland, Oregon. Situated in the Willamette River in Portland, Oregon, this spectacular 2,364 square foot floating house is the brainchild of architect Robert Harvey Oschetz and is home to the Fennell family. Oschetz is known for his swooping designs, and this one is no exception. At first sight, you can see the unique design with expansive glass windows and opposite wood carved accents. The clever design is perfect for the great views of the scenic river and lends a hand to the cozy interior. The swirling design in the wood consists of small pieces of timber all glued together to make what are called golem beams. This process uses less material overall and creates the mesmerizing look. On the main floor is a living room and kitchen that leads out to a big open deck for soaking up the sun. The bedroom is loft style, but is open to be able to capture the sunset on the river right from the comfort of bed. The master also has a private bathroom in the loft, which is a nice convenient touch. Overall, the home required very low energy to build, and the construction did not interfere with the natural landmark of the river because it was built off-site and then barged in by another boat. The curved design and play with angles makes this home an eye-catcher any time of the day or night. Number 3. Hamburg, Germany. Settled in Eelbach Canal in Hamburg, Germany. This sleek floating house was designed by Ross Knitteray architect firm in 2011. Every inch of this floating wonder is adored with modern touches such as the beautifully finished wood siding and the 360-degree windows. The materials are mostly inspired from naval ships, consisting of mostly wood like the siding and steel. The home also includes private bedrooms and bathrooms along with a large open back deck for entertaining or relaxing. The interior is designed cleverly with a single spiral in the interior, with the outside of the spiral used for public spaces, like the kitchen, and the inner space used for privacy rooms, such as bedrooms. They also separate public and private spaces between decks, with the public spaces being on the entrance level. If the residents ever did want to change addresses, all they would need is a little help from a tugboat. Number 2. Utrecht, Netherlands. This floating home in Utrecht, Netherlands, is moored next to a beautiful public park from the 1600s and is modeled after some tranquil greenery. The floating home is accessed by a footbridge from the park onto the deck of the house, which is a nice connection to the park and greenery. The home continues a green theme with a rooftop terrace and a roof made of grass, which are the first things you see upon arriving. After going down a staircase, you are taken into the main home, where there is an open floor plan and plenty of natural light. Though the home has relatively small design, the natural light, mostly white and light colors, and openness of the rooms oppose the enclosed feeling. The windows, including the large skylight in the green roof, are expertly placed for natural light and scenic views, while keeping some privacy for the residents. Dubbed the Ark in the Park, this is a floating gem that would have anyone jealous. Number 1. Kalmar, Sweden. This floating home with incredible views of the water resides in Kalmar, Sweden. There is 1,900 square feet of living space that includes 6 bedrooms. That is a lot bigger than some of the other floating homes we have looked at. The kitchen in this home is spectacular, with integrated technology and a luxurious look. Moving outside, there is a rooftop garden with 1,000 square feet of planting space and a kitchenette for catering. The side of the house has a marine bar for small boats, allowing easy transportation and from the residents. One of the really cool energy-efficient features of this house is a heat pump that takes a couple degrees from the surrounding water around the home and transfers the heat into the interior flooring for warmth. What a cool way to save energy. There you have it. The top 10 floating homes from all around the globe. The thought and engineering put into motion with these houses are something to be admired. What do you think? Which floating house would you want? Let us know in the comments below.